grand castle of King Aldrich, overlooking a thriving kingdom. The sun sets, painting the sky in hues of gold and purple. Narrator: once upon a time, in a kingdom where the rivers sparkled like sapphires and the forests whispered secrets, there ruled a king named Aldrich. His castle touched the clouds, his coffers overflowed with gold, and his people adored him. Yet, as he stood on his balcony, gazing at the stars, a quiet loneliness gnawed at his heart. King Aldrich, sighing, what use is a crown if it cannot fill the silence of an empty hall? His advisor, Lord Cedric, approaches. Lord Cedric, your majesty, the summer festival awaits. Perhaps merriment will lift your spirits? King Aldrich, shaking his head, no, Cedric. I need something real. With that, the king mounts his horse and rides into the countryside, unaware that fate awaits him in the golden fields. A sunlit wheat field, buzzing with bees and the rustle of the wind, Lara, the farmer's daughter, kneels among the crops, singing as she works. Her voice carries like a melody on the breeze. Lara, singing, roots run deep where love is sown. A king may rule, but the land is home. King Aldrich, entranced, dismounts and steps closer, crushing a stalk underfoot. Lara whirls around, her eyes sharp. Lara, hands on hips, are all kings so careless with the very earth that feeds them? King Aldrich, startled, then amused, my apologies, my lady. I was distracted by your song. Their eyes meet. A spark flickers between them. Lara's farm. Chickens cluck, a cow lows, and the scent of hay fills the air. King Aldrich, sleeves rolled up, fumbles with a milk pail. Lara watches, biting back laughter. Lara, pull gently, your majesty. Bessie isn't one of your courtiers, she won't respond to commands. The cow kicks the pail over. Milk splashes the king's boots. King Aldrich, grinning, I've faced dragons, yet a cow defeats me. Lara, softening, perhaps kings should spend less time conquering and more time listening. He studies her, intrigued. King Aldrich, teach me. Lara's parched fields. She digs stubbornly at the earth. The king dismounts, dust swirling around his boots. King Aldrich, horse, help me save them. Lara wipes her brow, studying him. Then, she thrusts a hoe into his hands. Lara, then work. And listen. The kingdom's square. Peasants gather as the king, dirt-streaked, addresses them. King Aldrich, lifting a sprouting seed, from this day, no one hoards while others hunger. We dig wells, share crops, and rebuild, together. The nobles gasp. The people cheer. Lara steps forward, placing her hand over his. Lara, a king who kneels in the dirt will always rise taller than one who sits on a throne. The same wheat field, now lush and golden. A festival blooms under the stars. King Aldrich kneels before Lara, offering not a ring, but a woven crown of grain. King Aldrich, rule with me. Not as my subject, but as my equal. Lara smiles, placing the crown on her own head. Lara, only if you promise to never stop learning. The crowd erupts in joy. The camera pulls back, showing the kingdom alive once more. Narrator: and so, dear viewer, remember, the greatest kingdoms are built not on gold, but on love, wisdom, and the courage to get your hands dirty. Text on screen, like, share, and subscribe for more fairy tales. Comment below, what would you have done to save the kingdom? Fade to black. The sound of Lara's song lingers at the end. Sheaf of rice crown.